Hey everyone, Becca here again. I wanted to do a quick third part to my intro tutorials to go into a little bit more depth about navigating around ZoomNotes. So I will go ahead and start with my pink tester planner here that I use when I don't want to mess up the planner I have set up for 2019. Let me close that color tool there. Okay. A little bit was covered in the intro tutorials, but I wanted to go into a little bit more depth on some specific ways of navigating around your planner. First and easiest, obviously, is if your planner has links in it, which should come as part of the PDF file that you get from whoever you purchase it from, or if you create it in Keynote and put in your own links and export it. But just by tapping with your finger, you can easily navigate through your planner by tapping any one of the tabs that already have links set up. This particular planner is it's an undated planner, so if I go through these months, you won't see anything change because I haven't set any of them up since this is just my tester planner. But so that's the easiest way to get around, and I like to utilize links as much as possible so that I don't have to do too much swiping. As I was talking about in some of the previous videos, the swiping in ZoomNotes is not quite as smooth as it is in GoodNotes. If you go from, one side of the screen full to the other, you can see you can get it to work, but it's definitely not as fluid as my GoodNotes planner is. So I do have to rely on these buttons over here on the right-hand side. If I change this back to laser pointer, I do rely on these page buttons over here. If I want to navigate through very quickly, I can tap the arrow buttons and get through that. But I like to utilize the links mostly. Aside from that, you also have over here on the right hand side, this here is your outline button. So if you tap on it, it will take you to an outline of your planner. And this is also where you're going to want to be if you need to move pages around or insert pages into your planner. As you can see down here, I have all the months, but there are no pages after them. So you would start in this particular planner came with these page layouts that you can use. So I would generally navigate to the layout that I want to use. Let me label these so I can easily see since they all look the same. So if I'm from here, let's say I wanted to insert one of these weekly layouts. I would navigate to my layout page. I would tap on my outline, and you can see it has it selected. So that particular layout is page 6, and that just makes it easier for me to find it. And if I scroll down here, you can see my January page is down here at number 44. I wish that they would implement that feature like they have in GoodNotes, where you can easily add a page by hitting the plus sign next to it, but unfortunately that's not an option right now. So you have to go find out where you want it. And so I would want it to go after page 44. And then in the top right-hand corner, you will hit Edit. You will select that page that you wanted, and then you will hit Copy To. And you want to put in the number of the page that will be in front of it. So I want it to go after January. January is 44, so I will put 44, and I will hit Copy. And now if you scroll down here, you will see the page after January, number 45, now looks like that weekly page. You could also tap it again, hit copy, hit 44. Whoops. And now you'll see I have 2 of them down there. So now if I want to select both of them, you can hit copy to and hit 44. And now you can see it copied 2 of them and put them there. So now I have 4 weeks after January. So, if you had the one that you already wanted, you could very easily just tap all 4 of them now. You could look, the next month is 49 per February, hit copy to 49, and now I would have 4 pages added here after my February. So you don't have to do them one at a time. Once you get it like you like it, you can select multiple ones, copy them to where you want them, and then you could very quickly fill out the rest of your year that way if you wanted to use the same layout all week. Hit done when you're finished with the copying, and then you can hit back. And if I go to my January tab, and you'll see if I swipe through, I now have my weeks all set up. So back in your outline view, you also have some of these options over here in the top left. The first one would import a page. So if you have a PDF or something in another ZoomNotes document, you could save it and you could import it into your document. I don't have anything to import at the moment, so I'll close that. The second one here is your thumbnail size. So if you want to see more pages, you would drag it down. If you want to see what's on the page, you can drag it really big. I try to keep it where I can see what's on the page, but still see quite a few of them at once. And I think that kind of works well in the middle there. The last buttons up here on the top left are going to be to add blank pages. So you can see I have page 3 here selected. If I choose the left one, it will add a blank page to the left of where I am. If I choose the right one, it'll add a blank page to the right of where I am. Since we generally are using these predetermined or pre-created layout pages, not something I ever need because I don't need the blank pages in there. Again, if you go back to edit, you can select those 2 pages, hit the trash can in the upper left, and you can delete them. From edit, you can also select and you can rotate your page. Not really sure why you would need to do that, but if you inserted something into your planner that needed to go a different direction, you can rotate it there. There's also another option over here that says as paper, which I was going to do more of an in-depth tutorial on that later, but you can select a page here and use that as paper option to create templates. So you can get done and back, and you're back to where you started. So I think that's kind of the only thing we really need to go over for navigation. So as far as navigating around your planner, that's sort of the basics that you need to know. Page options there on the right, and how to use your outline view here. There's actually a button here that says outline. If you tap on that, this is really to show you if you have any subpages created. So on this page, if I were to go over here to the left-hand side where this plus is, this is the add subpage, which I could add onto my planner here. And then you'll see when you go into your overview here and you go to outline, if I were to scroll down to, shouldn't have put it that far down. If I scroll down to January, here it is. If I scroll down to January, you'll see that this is now listed in an outline view with this subpage being a part of that page. So if you use subpages, that's another way for you to easily see where they are located. And then with the subpages, you can double tap with your finger, get into the subpage, and then using this button over here on the right with the arrow, that will take you back out to your main page. Okay, and that's it for navigating. I hope this video was helpful. Thank you so much for watching.